Jolomi Olabode Williams is the overall best student of Ekiti State University, Ado-Ekiti, in the just concluded convocation. He had 4.94 out of 5.0 scale, and we are here to listen to his story.
I faced a lot of challenges. People called me names like Elijah. Whenever I go to class, I go with my face, and face continued to smell me from the classroom. I hug face on the campus, and I didn't let this thing hold me down. I remain focused.
Good afternoon,
Yeah,
sir. How are you doing, sir?
good afternoon. I'm fine.
My name is IYANU, and can I get to meet you?
Thank you. My name is Jolomi Olabode Williams. So I'm Department of Forest Resources, Wildlife Management, Faculty of Agriculture Science, Ekiti State University. I'm from Ondo State, Nigeria, Elijah.
Let's take a walk
Uh,
around your school. Can you tell us about the story?
yeah, the story was I'm supposed to be doing this first class, but due to one reason or the other, it just need A for a course to make the grade first class, but it was given B. So the thing really paid him so much. So, and I entered the same year, so he encouraged me that what he could not achieve, that I should be able to make him proud. And today, I've been working hard on that. So, and today we thank God, he was very happy when I was announced as the Barrow Best Student.
Okay, I learned that what are the challenges in which you face during the course of your study in Eksu? You know, not somebody can have such a great result, a high level of CGPA. That's 4.94.
94.
So, what are the challenges in which you face during the course
Yeah,
of the
financially, it's not as if my parents are not financially buoyant to cater for me, but you know, as a as an adult,
yes?
so that I need to put place for myself. So the challenge financially, like buying handouts,
Mm-hmm.
buying some things, some to live a quality life on campus has been very difficult for me. So I have to make a supplement by selling fish.
Okay.
So I have to go to Elijah. I went after vacation. So I have to roast and smoke this fish and bring it them to the campus, then sell them so that I will be able to meet my need, like buying foodstuffs, clothes, and some other like school materials, textbooks, and some other things. So financially, a lot of challenge financially I faced.
Mm.
So that's brought me to do that, to
Okay.
cater for myself.
What are your future plans now that you've graduated with such a high CGPA?
Yes, before now, I plan to go into academics.
Okay.
So, by God's grace, I'm looking forward to get a scholarship to study my master's abroad.
This
So,
is
I want to go into tech. So, forestry, technology in forestry. So, we call it remote sensing and GIS, Geographical Information System. So, this is like art of measuring or observing area or an object without necessarily coming into contact. Because in forest today, we found that it has been a handout for banditries and kidnappers. Going to the forest to access it these days is very difficult due to a lot of work, but through remote sensing and GIS, you can easily access forest. So with this new technology.
one thing. I've been to your community before in Elijah. Let's talk about Elijah.
Okay.
Now, what are the I know there are some challenges that people in Elijah face. For example, now people in Ayoto, they are facing this ocean
See
sea
caution,
incursion.
yes.
So now you being somebody that has been to school and you are exposed, and a lot of people they have issue with schools. Even people that don't even have issue with their school being demolished, they don't even go to school again. And once they make cool money in Elijah, they have been to Elijah before, and you see once they are done with their secondary school, they just follow people to ocean to fish. Now that you are exposed and academically you're sound, what how do you think that you can use what you've acquired to impart these people, and maybe for people that are in Ayeto, maybe you can just awareness, or do you think you have anything that you can just in order to contribute your own quota to it?
Yes, what is happening presently at Ayeto community in Nigeria is what we call natural. So it's natural something that must occur. So before, it's not only in
Ayeto.
Ayeto, it has happened to other communities in Nigeria, like Araromi, Ajegunle, and where I'm from. So, and it will get to a time, those people there, they will enjoy. But what I can suggest now that government need to evacuate those people there, move them to a temporary site. So as time goes on, the sea itself, the nature will control itself. The place will be sound-fed by the sea naturally without anybody influence
Involving
it,
it, okay.
or take part in it. So it has happened to other communities. But now government need to take an urgent step to evacuate those people because it is natural. Let me say it's a natural occurrence.
Okay. Well, I learned that it's over for like 5 years, maybe 8 years that they've been experiencing such challenge in especially Ayetoro.
Yes, it's because those people in Ayeto, they built their house very close to the sea. And you know, in Niger, some area in Niger, they have land, some
Yes,
some they
yes.
don't have land, like Ayeto. Those people, they built on water. So, and there's no how the sea will not affect them. Like my own community that I talk about, Araromi and Najekune Mama, those people, they still have area of land. So they built their houses very far from the sea. So what they need right now, in fact, people there have to be evacuated and get them to the temporary site so that the sea itself will be able to, the nature will balance itself in the long time, in the long run.
Okay. Let's go to that. Let's get back to that. Really glad it's my art because for someone like me, I don't like reading. But I read, maybe let me say academics. I'm not type of someone who dedicates my time in academic. I have other things which I do alongside school. So do you think that you have a special way? Maybe okay for someone like me, I like reading around 1 a.m. till 8 a.m. So tell me, how do you read at night? Or maybe during the day, how do you study? Because for somebody to have only B, what's even the score of that B?
Let me start from the first question.
Okay.
So how I read, actually I like to sleep.
Very well.
Yes, I don't stop disturb my sleep, especially in the night. So to be precise, I don't read in the night. So when I have time during the day, I read. It's not as if I'm reading. I can just say it's grace of God. I read though, but the thing is, the only secret behind my success was that I always attend
Okay.
classes. I don't miss any classes.
So you haven't missed any class
I
before?
haven't missed. In fact, I was the governor of my class from
Okay.
300 level to 500 level. So there's no how a governor
You miss a class.
miss a class. So I always want to be in a class. And whenever the lecturer is teaching us, I'm attentive, trying to,
Listen to what he's saying.
yes. As it is now, I know what lecturer what he will ask in the exam when he's teaching.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my target. Yes, even though I was not there, but out of 100%, my projected question, 95 will come out. So from what he's saying, so that's my target, and with a lot of work, like
So at least
reading
if
of my
you,
own steps.
okay, if you want to read now,
Yeah.
how many hours are you going to dedicate into
me-
studying your book? Or you don't even spend much
Actually,
time?
I don't spend much time. The first time that I read overnight was 100 level, and there was a reason for that. Because there's this course, Chem 101, they say a lot of people used to fail this course. So when I enter 100 level and I want to ensure that I won't fail this course, and I will have A. So I have to read from 5 p.m. and read throughout the night. I didn't sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning. So, and finish the whole syllabus from chapter 1 to chapter 10. So I finished everything. So that was the first time, and that was the last time I read overnight. So like, if I want to read like maybe 2 hours, I'm okay.
Wow. Do you have a special soap or a special maybe anointing oil in which you used to touch your head, blood of Jesus? So give me that oil so that I'll be able to I want to be able to just read like 2 hours and everything I'll assimilate whatever I'm reading.
Actually, no. I don't know if it's genetic.
Okay.
I don't know if it's genetic, but Ilaje people,
They are brilliant.
They are brilliant.
Yes.
And because we eat fresh fish.
Okay.
So fresh fish and gari, that's our major food. So I don't know.
I want you to share with me one of your memorable moments in Eksu during the course of your study here.
Yes, a day I'll never forget.
Okay.
In this episode was that day I wanted to pay my acceptance fee. So my acceptance fee was 50,000 naira then. So I was supposed to pay this money for medicine and surgery. So I was crying in the bank. when I was paying this money for forestry and wildlife, because I put in for I wanted to study medicine and I scored very high grade. So
What is
but
score?
I scored 270
In your jam?
in my jam. So that very year, Eksu called us to the screening hall. They were told us that all the medical students that were unable to
Process medicine.
yes, admit you guys into medicine and so because we lost accreditation to NUC. So they told us that we should expect something like biochemistry, microbiology in our portal. Then when I checked my portal the following week, I found forestry and wildlife. So it was, I don't really, in fact, I was down.
What are other versus what I got?
Yes.
You order for medicine,
I ordered
you
they gave me forestry because I've not even heard of forestry before in wildlife. So, well, I just take it with the faith. I encouraged myself. I accepted the admission. But when I wanted to pay for that acceptance fee, I was crying in the bank because I was supposed to pay it for medicine and surgery, not forestry. That was making me cry that day.
So what about okay, people in the bank do not ask you, what happened
they
to you?
asked me, yes, there was a banker at the counter that asked me, young man, what's going on? And narrated everything to him. So he even encouraged that, so don't worry, that something better will come from forestry. So I was also encouraged.
Okay. Do you have plan of getting another jam? Maybe you want to go for that medicine. You know, some people tell you, I want to become a doctor. I probably fire.
Yes.
But not in Nigeria.
Yes, when I got that admission that year, when I accepted that admission in 100 level, even our department, they held this thing for us, orientation for freshers. You guys, you are in forestry, you are welcome. You should not take another jump. I've already applied for another jump.
So they're just saying their own?
They are just saying their own. I also scored very high mark. I put in for Olabode University to study medicine and surgery. Nothing came out. I even scored very high score in Olabode University, 255. So I was not given admission, but I know that
something which is coming
from this forestry. That's why things.
Do you don't find forestry interesting?
Yes. When I was 100 level, in fact, I can't even tell people what I'm studying.
Okay.
Yes, when they ask me what are you studying, I'm always ashamed to say I'm studying forestry because they call me Ashogbo. Yes, like people in the forest guard. Like the forest guard. So, in fact, I prefer to tell people that I'm studying forest biology. And there's something like forest biology, but there's something we call forest biology, but I'm studying forest and wildlife.
Okay.
So until I got to 300 level, that I was introduced to forestry, it was so superb. So I developed this interest in 300 level. So up from 200 level to my 500 level, I don't have B, I have A's. So in forestry, everything is A. Whenever I read it, in fact, I'm always interested when I'm reading forest related.
From from your what level?
From 200 level to 500 level.
You had A's.
Yes.
So it was during your 100 level that you had
yes, when I was so strong, when I was struggling, like GST, 7 o'clock lecture, then I don't have anything, I don't have money. So I have to trek from my hostel from Igulusi Gaddafi to campus. So it take a very long day, not time to get to the hall. So a lecturer in charge will have closed the door because when it's exactly past 7 o'clock in the morning, they will close the door. You won't be able to enter. They have to do assignment tests before I got there. So the door is locked.
So definitely, I mean you were being privileged to maybe have financial backing enough one. That means you have A's.
I will have 5.0.
Wow. So have you been getting maybe applications from people or people asking that okay, Williams, I want you to put in for this school, look at this form in order to maybe go for your masters? Or you haven't started processing it?
Yeah, actually, everybody congratulated me, even the state government congratulated me. They said they will host me anywhere from now, but I'm still waiting for them, hoping to receive their course soon.
Okay.
So, but I have a lot of people coming from abroad. They got my contact by themselves. They message me. They are ready to help me with my it's a lot of scholarship. So I'm planning maybe after my service. This is compulsory, so I have to study this abroad. So I have people in my team that's ready to help if I'm ready, and I'm very ready to go.
So now you're planning to maybe go to academic line, become a lecturer, professor, one big professor, Dr. Olabode, Olabode Williams Jolomi. What does Jolomi means? Jolomi
Yes,
help me
yeah.
to do me, Abibami Shira me,
Yes,
Abibami
yeah,
Shimi.
Jolomi Oluwase, Oluwatumise.
Okay,
That's meaning Ilaje.
okay, Luatumishi.
Oluwatumise Jolomi, Jolomi. When you say you Jolo
Repair
something, you
something.
do something well.
But will I Jolo phone you not the
No,
engineer?
yes, that's meaning. So Oluwatumise, Lord
Oh,
Jolo, Potushi.
thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a walk again.
Thank you.
Okay, have you taken part in any political activity on this campus?
Yes, a lot.
Okay, can you list them?
Yes, there's an association called National Association of Elijah Students,
Okay.
NICE. So I serve as the Public Relation Officer 2018, and I was the General Secretary 2092.
Okay,
And
what about this
also,
one?
so this is NAS, that's Nigerian Association of Agricultural Students. So from
Okay.
Faculty of Agricultural Sciences. So I contested for the office of the president. So there are a lot of politics played then. So I was in IT, FRIN, Forest Research Institute of Nigeria in Ibadan. So all my opponents they are on campus campaigning. So because forestry students is only two places we used to observe our industrial training, either Kanji Lake or FRIN in Ibadan. So I have to travel from Ibadan to Eksu like every Friday. So on getting here, I'll just meet my team and the students. The little I can do, I'll go back. So like I used to do tutorials, but due to my ambitions, so there was crazy. They criticized me that I'm using it to take ground. So I was prescribing the association prescribed me not to do tutorials, but though I failed that seat. But
Okay.
later I contested for the IFSA president, International Forestry Students Association for my department. So I'm the president of my association right now.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you tell us your in part in the Elijah politics and maybe the result or anything regarding maybe from your election time till after you
Yes.
handed over?
Yes, during my time serve as a PRO, so we received bursary and scholarship from OMOGBADEGUN in Ondo State, given to Elijah student every year. So as
How much? How much?
Yes,
40K.
yes, 40,000 naira for that year. But when I was general secretary, so we come about with paying scholarship and bursary. So some students were paid 100,000, while some were paid 60,000 naira.
Masses.
So like me, I collected 100,000 because I was on first class grade.
Okay.
So if you're on first class grade, you'll be given 100,000 as a scholarship. So those are the money I've been using to support my academics too. So
Wow, that's amazing. So I want to ask, are you single? Because for someone like me now, I have girlfriends. So some people they will tell you that being in a relationship, it will serve as a distraction and they don't want it to distract them. So they don't want to be in any form of relationship. Are you in any relationship?
yes, I was in a relationship, but on
so you don't
campus,
shop breakfast?
But on campus.
First class shop breakfast. Who are you not to shop breakfast?
No.
Okay.
But on campus.
Okay.
So I was not in any relationship.
Okay, when you were in
campus.
Elijah, you were in a relationship?
Yes, I have a girlfriend.
Then?
So I still have her.
That's impossible.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
okay, you paused the relationship in Elijah?
Yeah, no, because the person is not with me here in Eksu. But I've made up my mind not to, do anything in Eksu.
Okay.
So that also helped me.
So you not go back to that person again?
Yeah, we are still dating.
Wow. Serious relationship. God, when. So I want you to give a word of admonition to students who are looking up to you, that they want to achieve something which you've done. You see, what you've done is not something small, and it's so palpable that a lot of people just want to just have quarter, maybe half of what you've achieved, and they are fine. So just give them word of admonition so that they can believe that they can do it.
Yes, people like students, young learners like me that want to achieve this great feat, I will advise them that they should remain focused and determined. They should set goals for themselves, because if they don't have goal, it's not possible to achieve. So you have to set goal for yourself, and they shouldn't allow who they are or their background. They don't allow that to affect them or determine who they will be in the future. So all of us, we can, whatever we conceive, a man said that whatever a mind can conceive, and if you work towards it, definitely we will achieve it. So that's my advice. Remain focused, be determined, set goals for yourself. You must set some standards and some goals that you must be running after daily, nightly, so that at the end of the day, you will come out as
flying colors.
Flying colors.
Do you have any school maybe abroad that you are looking forward to maybe pursue your masters there? Maybe you can just mention the name of the school.
Yes, like in because it's not all school that offering forestry.
Okay, you want to pursue? Is it forestry that you want to do, or
yes,
something different?
Yeah, I'm just forestry technology in forestry.
Okay.
Yes, tech in forestry. So I'm still eyeing, University of British Columbia, UBC.
Okay. So they
Canada.
offer.
Yes, they offer
forestry.
Yes, and maybe all schools in USA or Canada.
Oh.
So those are the two countries I'm eyeing, or UK, any of the one that work.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Olabode.
My name is Jolomi Olabode Williams, a graduate of Ekiti State University in the just concluded convocation, overall best student with CGPA of 4.94. I'm from Ondo State, Ilaje local government, Ondo State area. I like to work with teams, associate myself with people that are smarter than me. So, and I love to acquire skills, both soft skills and hard skills. So I like reading, writing, and I like watching movies too. So I'm a result-oriented person. So whenever I'm doing, I want to ensure that results come out of it. So I don't easily give up until I achieve that great aims, that objective that's behind all things I'm doing. So I encourage young person like me that they should continue, because sky is the beginning. Don't look down on yourself. You can still achieve what your vision or your mission, you can still achieve them. So far you are determined. So, and I also call on when I'm less busy, at times I like to watch Indian films. Yes, I like Indian films. I watch them, do some work on my systems, especially GIS. I work on maps, so I can easily get the map of any area, work on them when I'm less busy. And I'm a church person. I used to go to church. I pray for my pastor. I do a lot of things. So
baggy trousers, baggy jeans.
I develop myself very well.
Sorry, tell us how you feel about the award. About the whole.
Yes. Actually, initially, I was not even,
when they call you up.
Yes, I was not even informed that I'm the overall best student. So when people started posting my pictures, I was like, "What is going on?" In fact, to honest, I have to call them that they have to take down all the posts because no information at all. So, but when they called me as overall best student, an award, for like 2 or 3 seconds, I was on seat. I didn't stand up because I didn't expect it, that this shouldn't be me, because I know guys, I know them. It's still a lot of students that are better than me when it comes to reading. I always make them reading. So,
what's cool? Actually, the building pick audio. Man pick audio. Only man pick a lot. So I call my face. I'm a local thing fun. Okay, oh yeah. I confuse on here. Yeah, that one small. Actually, the battery me. Come on. Struggle vehicle me. A lot van. But president to provide to produce English.
So when I was called as overall best student, because I didn't really expect it. When I was called, so for like 3 minutes, 3 seconds, I was on seat. I couldn't stand because it's really, I felt great. I'm all students, about 5,000 plus students that graduated. We have about 79 plus first class graduates, but I was called as the overall best student. So it was so great for me. I feel the pride. This feat is not for myself. To all the graduates of the State University, Eksu, Ondo State, Elijah particularly. So thank you so much. I really appreciate my parents.
National Youth president,
Yes,
assistant,
I have a lot of them. To my parents,
parliament,
Mr.
House of Assembly,
General Overseer, Reverend Pastor Jolomi,
so
Joshua,
he's
and my
talking
mother,
inviting wow
Grace
past
Jolomi. My brother, sorry,
where she
Jolomi. My mentor,
I mean to whatever I did
thank you very much. And to my supervisor,
Dr.
Agbelade Aladesami Daniel. The man really done well for me. In fact, it's like he just sent man to my life throughout my project. Has been motivated me, supported me. So, and all to my team in church, thank you so much for what I've done. I really appreciate you. God bless.